Jane was a young nurse in a rural community in Texas when she noticed that when poor people came to the hospital, if they didn't have the money to pay, they were turned away. So she began, even after hours, chasing down these people and treating them as a nurse and on her own time and with her own money. Over time, she began to open up her home, and even some of these people, she would say, "Come to my home after hours," and they would come to her home and she would house them in her home, and this went on for many years, caring for them, and even into retirement. She received a small retirement check and a small Social Security check, and she continued to house people in her homes. One day when she was thoroughly exhausted, she had exhausted all her financial resources. She owed some money to pay the milkman for milk. It was about $30. And she didn't know where to turn, so she turned to an Episcopal church in the community, and it was a young Episcopal priest. And she said, "I need your help." And he said, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" And she said, "Well, you could start by helping me pay this milk bill." That young Episcopal priest of that church began to help her not only pay that bill, but to help her. A number of years later, that Episcopal priest moved out of that town, eventually went to a large city, became a bishop. And because of Jane's example, that man had a vision to open up a large hospital in a large city that would treat everybody, regardless of their ability to pay. The power of the example of one life that can impact another life. Jane never knew that she had that kind of impact on this young Episcopal priest at that time. This Sunday we're going to talk about what true greatness is. We're also going to recognize all of our discipleship leaders, those who give freely and serve generously to disciple and help others grow spiritually. We're also going to recognize and give a special thanks for Beth Vest, who has served as our director of our preschool for 17 years. And we simply want to say thank you and celebrate the ways in which God used her to impact the lives of children and parents. I look forward to joining you in worship this Sabbath. God bless.